Did you know that customer success is a booming career? Personal branding plays a huge part in this. And my next guest, the customer success gal, is going to share advice on leveraging your personal brand into customer success here on Early Career Unlocked. Welcome, Brittany.
Thank you so much for having me, Aaliyah. Great to be here.
I am so happy you're here as well. I know you're going to talk about branding your career and customer success, but before we jump into that topic, tell us a little bit about you.
Sure. Well, my name is Brittany Casey, and I'm also known as that customer success gal. I'm a lead customer success manager at DocuSign. I've been in the customer success industry for about 10 years now in various individual and team lead roles. I'm here to talk a little bit about personal branding and how I built my personal brand, that customer success gal, into a mentoring business for young professionals looking to break into customer success.
In your own words, Brittany, what is customer success?
So, customer success is helping a customer realize the value of the solution that was already purchased after the contract gets signed. In the SaaS and the tech world, we've come to a place where the account executive or account manager can no longer manage that relationship efficiently and also bring in new business. That's where customer success got started. And it also centered around making sure that the customer sees the value in the product enough to renew in a couple of years. So it came with that SaaS subscription model. It's a critical piece of the customer relationship at any SaaS company today. I would say, especially with the macroeconomic climate as it is today, customer success is even more vital because these companies really need their customers to continue renewing and expanding to continue to succeed. It can't just be about new business anymore. So it's a really exciting field to be a part of. And if you get a lot of validation out of proving out value of a product, developing that customer relationship and being able to use data to tell a story, it's a fantastic career to explore.
I love your brand. And just for the viewers to know, Brittany and I, yes, we used to work at another company, but we never worked in the same circles or
Right.
the same area. And the only reason why I know she existed was because of her brand on LinkedIn. I loved your posts. I just love how appealing your personal brand was. And I think that the first post I remember was the May 5th one with the Star
Yeah.
Wars.
So, photo shoot. Pause, pause, pause.
May
I
4th,
laughed
May
so
4th.
hard.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard when I saw that, and I was like, I need to reach out to Brittany and just let her know how much I enjoyed that post.
Yes.
And so I reached out to Brittany internally, introduced myself, and then just from there, I just kept her in my professional network. But to me, it was your personal brand, especially your personal brand game.
You gotta let him go. You could have anybody, any money, mo. Cause when you a boss, you could do what you want.
That was really impressive. And so, before you dive into branding your career and customer success, tell us, how are you knowledgeable in this topic?
So back in 2020, I found myself mentoring a lot of young professionals trying to break into customer success or people moving from a different career like education or sales. I could connect to a lot more people once I started posting on LinkedIn. And I found I connected to a lot more of the younger audience, which was my target, when I included TikTok videos. So I literally created a TikTok specifically to create videos to get better reach on LinkedIn, and it kind of turned into something else. It's really fun. It's something I have honed in on and put a lot more intention into in 2023. And I feel like with personal branding, there's no one right way to do it. You really have to discover it for yourself. So 2 years in, I feel like I've got enough experience to be able to share it at this point.
Oh, wonderful. And I enjoy your TikTok videos. I think it was on brand to you, but also it was just appealing to want to know more about who you are. And then I'm glad that you were able to launch that mentoring opportunity. Go ahead and tell us, what three things would you like to offer as advice to students out there who are interested in going into a career in customer success?
First off, you need to leverage your network. So if you start to feel like you aren't being heard or you're just posting to post, talk to people you know have your back. Ask for objective feedback and to understand what's resonating and what might not be. You may be surprised how much you're actually positively affecting your audience, whether you're feeling validated through likes, follows, impressions, or not. If you can make a positive contribution to just one person's life by sharing your perspective, I say it's worth it. Number two, I'd say identify your strengths and weaknesses. You can be a great at a few things, or you can be average at a lot of things. It's important for you to figure out what you excel at, and by sharing that, you can add value and expertise in that topic. And finally, I'd say be yourself. In a world of constant social media and need for validation, people can sniff out when a creator's being fake faster than ever. Remain true to yourself and your audience, because inauthenticity is exhausting and no one can fake it forever. If you gain followers for being something you're not, you will likely lose them when the facade inevitably comes crashing down.
I always promote being authentic. That's my brand. I push that brand not just for myself, but every time I talk to students and they ask about what should I put out there on personal brand, and I just say just be yourself. If like for me, I am a Trinidadian. I was born in Trinidad. I was raised in the Caribbean. Guess what? My flag is right behind me because I'm not afraid to be myself and I want to be as authentic as possible. So I think those three pieces of advice is wonderful, Brittany. And just to recap for our viewers, three things you need to know about having a career in customer success, especially when it comes to personal branding. One, leverage your network. Two, identify your strengths and weaknesses. And three, be yourself. So, Brittany, just to wrap things up, do you have any last pieces of advice that you would like to offer today?
Sure. So I would say it's really important in the digital world to build your brand, whether it's in customer success or another area of focus, but it's more important not to lose yourself in the process. So it's really easy to start to compare ourselves as we are to everyone else's highlight reel. Often we're our own worst critics, and seeing an only edited, planned version of these other creators or people in our industry, that can be really hard on one's mental health. And I am speaking from experience there. I think it was Theodore Roosevelt that once said, comparison is the thief of joy. When you find that you're comparing yourself, take a step back and make a concerted effort to refocus on the things that really matter in your life. Whether that's the people that you care about, your religion, spirituality, or some hobby that you're passionate about, give it your time. The journey of building a personal brand that reflects who you truly are will be far more enjoyable and authentic if you're intentional about leaving time for the things that you would enjoy along the way. So you can find me on TikTok at that customer success gal, not girl, gal, or on LinkedIn. And if you're interested in breaking into customer success in a couple months, like Aaliyah said, you can book a complimentary intro session with me from the link on my profile on LinkedIn.
Drawing that back to customer success, once you're authentic, once you know your personal brand, customer success, and I'm assuming just comes naturally after that because you're reflecting that to your customers. Is that right?
That's exactly right. Transparency, honesty, authenticity are all really incredibly important things you need to be as a successful customer success manager in tech. So 100%.
Brittany, thank you so much for being here on the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Elia. This is great. I'm glad we finally got to do it. I did want to bring up, you and I have been trying to schedule this for a long time. And it made me think of that meme where it's talking about how adults schedule things. And one person says, oh no, I can't do it that day. Timmy has baseball. And the next person says, oh no, I can't do it that day. Sadie has soccer. And then the last person says, oh no, I can't do it that day. We have a wedding to go to. See you in 3 years. So thank you so much for the patience, and I'm so glad we finally made it work, and I appreciate the opportunity to come on.
And then to our viewers, subscribe for more career advice from industry experts like Brittany every week here on Early Career Unlocked.